What's good? Hey, welcome everybody. You might have seen the posts on Instagram. You might have been to the shows or seen the recap videos on Instagram. But this right here is the Underground Hype Show. Starting your boy, Danny Boy. I got my boy Prophecy to the left of me. And I got Jesus, the 3 before the E to the right of me. Yo, gentlemen, how y'all doing tonight?
Yo, what's up, man? Doing good. We're finally doing the show, man. Underground Hype Show.
I know, for real. All the talk of having this show, and we finally got it done.
Yeah, we're finally here. We're finally trying to make it, man. We got Underground live events.
Underground.
We got people performing. We're just trying to upgrade and trying to branch out different platforms. So we got the shows. Now we're getting the podcast going. Hopefully we can showcase some artists here. You know, I'm really excited to see what we come up with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. We want to get some of the artists on this podcast. This is why we're starting this, to interview them and get them a better platform for people to understand who they really are. So that's dope to do, you know?
Yeah, so right now, I mean, we're kind of just going to do a episode. We're kind of introducing everything, probably some plans for what we got going on for the podcast, Underground Hype Show. We do got some questions that we're going to kind of go by in order. Jesus, what's the first one?
Yes, sir. So we're going to start off with the first topic, and that's who are we? We are Batch Records.
Batch Records.
I go by the name of Jesus, the 3 before the E, for those of who don't know me.
There we go. And I go by Danny Boy. I'm Mr. CEO of Batch Records. I started it back in 2015. I was getting, basically when I started the label, I just wanted to give homage to the old Batch, because back in high school we used to go by the Batch and we used to rap. Actually, Prophecy is one of the original members of the Batch.
Yes, sir.
Go way back to like 2013?
2013, yeah.
That's a minute.
Yeah, we've been doing it for a minute. Batch Records started literally in the garage. The homie, I mean, we're not going to say his name. I mean, I don't think, we really need to say who it was. we don't fuck with him no more. But
shit happens.
Life happens. Life. People come and go. In this case, this person came and fucked off. But nonetheless, I mean, Batch Records is literally from, the streets, man. I mean, we started out as like skating people, skaters.
Yeah, skating group.
Out there, we were skating. Then we started recording some music, started releasing it on SoundCloud. Some tracks you could go back and listen to and you're like, all right. But sometimes,
There's that one.
Honestly, all of the songs are still on SoundCloud.
Like, all the songs are still on SoundCloud if you look it up. And we got multiple fucking accounts though, because we would always run out of the fucking
free minutes,
the free trial.
The free minutes.
So there's I don't know, there's probably like 10 different Batch accounts on SoundCloud.
But definitely.
That's crazy.
Just when you go back and listen to it, just have an open mind, because we did record this with an iPhone and a speaker. So our iPhone was our microphone. We did everything in one take, and we couldn't fuck up. So we fucked up. We had to start it all over again.
Yeah. And some of them we kept the fuck ups. There's songs where like you could hear the fucking phone dropping and shit. So
or like you flipping the notebook paper.
Yeah, you could hear the papers on it. Your paper like scrounging around and shit. But I mean, that shit was fun. I mean, now we go into studios and stuff, but that shit was fun back in the day, and it was free. So
that's how a dream starts, man. You got to work with what you have.
Yeah. But as far as that go, I mean, it did progress. As far as like our story goes, I think it continues on to Audio Dope. Is Audio Dope still around?
Audio Dope, they took a break. Noah James told me. They said they were only going to do like a couple shows this year, and I think they only did maybe like 3 this year. But he was mostly focused on his tour that he did recently.
Right. Shout out Noah James.
Yeah, shout out Noah James. Shout out Audio Dope. I mean, I can't wait till the next event. I'm definitely pulling up to the next Audio Dope event. They're the ones that were doing, the showcases, and you got an open mic in the beginning of the showcase. So, I mean, shout out to them for really like kind of putting us on. That was the kind of place where, shout out Firewater Bar in Ontario too.
Yep.
Because, I mean, you guys, I don't think there's a venue, like a free, like a venue where you could just like come and do your craft. There's really no venues like that where they're open to having, musical talent be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nowhere. You even got artist names on the side of the bar. There's no.
That's.
I mean, you might have
legit.
A bar like put it there as a design, but now like Firewater really puts artists on and lets them perform there.
Yeah, it's like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but they just got stars all over their building of different people that perform there. So shout out to Firewater Bar.
Shout out Firewater Bar. I mean, but yeah, shout out Firewater Bar, Audio Dope, those open mics. And shout out the gym, man. Shout out A-Tray.
A-Tray.
The gym is the gym. If you're in LA, surrounding areas, make sure you check out the gym. Hosted by A-Tray and what's the homeboy's name?
It's California Red.
California Red. The homies, man. They put on a fire. Nothing but good vibes.
Oh yeah.
You get to work out your craft there. That's the place where like I straight up broke my stage fright. I mean these guys know, man, like fucking I took a little break from music, and not only that, like we weren't really performing. Like we only performed like once.
That was 2015.
Yeah, at a studio.
The day the NWA movie came out. Never forget it.
Yeah. So we did that one time, and I could barely remember that shit. I remember I actually quit a job that day. There's one photo with us, and there was a group called the Cheddar-Getters.
The Cheddar-Getters. Who knows where they are now, man?
I don't know where the photo's at.
Damn, I actually still have that photo.
All right, man. We're probably gonna. I mean, when we edit this shit, we'll put it up.
Yeah.
But you can see me in the back with a fucking a dress shirt on. I used to work at fucking sales. I used to sell cable and shit. And I literally quit that fucking job to do that fucking show. Like fucking. It might have been a different show. How many shows did we fucking do? Is it just that one?
It was just that one, man. And then that was it.
Because I remember fucking. Was it the same day the NWA movie came out?
It was, man, because I remember we had another member and he didn't show up to the show. He ended up going to see the NWA movie instead of pulling up to the show. Stage fright, man, if you can't, and that's one thing you got to overcome when you're trying to do this dream. You got to go on stage and perfect your craft and show everyone that you're really about this.
Yeah, stage fright. You really got to, I mean, it's different cases with everybody, but shit, man, I struggled with that shit for a bit. I remember signing up for open mics and then just telling the host straight up, like, hey, yo.
I can't do this.
I can't do this, man. Just to go ahead and take me off the list, bro. Until finally I was like, you know what? Fuck. It was the gym. And I was just like, fuck, I'm going to just go up there no matter what. Since then, fuck, I probably never had straight fucking stage fright since then. But yeah, man, shout out the gym. If you guys are trying to, I mean, I already see it growing, man. Like, when they post that shit,
the crowd's getting bigger out there.
I got to fucking hit it up and see what's up.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a minute.
And shout out Accidental Chaos too. That's where they're doing it. That's a good venue. We've had good shows there, man. We packed that house.
Great shows.
We packed the house out there at fucking Accidental Chaos, man. That's like another good venue, man. If you're trying to also throw shows, events and stuff, make sure you support them. That's a good platform for artists as well. Accidental Chaos. The guy that runs it too, I'm blanking on his name right now, but nonetheless, good people at Accidental Chaos, the gym. If you're an artist trying to work on your craft, make sure you hit them up.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. And any open mics around your area, even if they're comedy open mics. There was this one that we used to go to. I think it was called Maxwell Farms.
Oh, yeah, Maxwell Farms.
Yeah, all they were doing was stand-up. It was just stand-up open mic. And we would just go in there and just do our music.
Most of it was comedy, too.
It was all comedy, bro. It was nothing but a comedy open mic. And we would go in there and just fuck up the whole thing, the whole vibe. Because everyone's expecting us to do stand-up, and then we'd, like, play a beat, and then we just start rapping. Yeah. But it was a good, because hip-hop and comedy do mix,
Yep.
They really do.
They do. And, I would say it's important to not only do music mics, but do mixed mics. If some of them are just straight up comedy mics, and just don't fuck with it. But some of them let you do fucking music and comedy. Those really test your fucking your strengths, or it really challenges you, because you really have to like put all your energy and your performance, and kind of get the attention for people that really aren't there to listen to music.
Yeah, they were there for comedy.
They're there for comedy. I mean, I think we were the only musical acts there.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah. And, but yeah, we would always fucking come, fuck shit up. And like, next thing you know, everybody's like, holy shit, that was actually pretty dope. And then sometimes they would kind of just be roasting us low key.
Oh, yeah.
But
I remember I got into it with one of the guys before I performed. He thought I was a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And then homeboy was like, wait, you're doing music?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hell yeah. What's going on here? I can't do stand-up.
I forgot what he said, but yeah, I remember that guy. He had the porn stash.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Shit was funny.
Yeah, Maxwell.
Yeah,
Arms.
Maxwell. He was trying
he was making a joke about rappers, and then he just he so happened to be the first one to go up.
The first one to go up.
As soon as you finished saying that joke about rappers, he's just like, "What? You're a rapper?"
Yeah.
I was like, "What's good?"
He was trying to roast you in front of everybody. It didn't even work. Everybody was just like, "Yo, like, get the fuck off the stage."
I was like, "Let me do my thing. Come on."
Hey, and next thing you know, that fool's fucking taking our order at the Improv.
Oh,
remember?
yeah. Damn.
And we were like, "Hey, what's up?" That fool was like, "Oh yeah." So
what a full circle moment.
The guy's like, "So what are you guys ordering?"
What do you guys?
We're like, "Yeah, right."
I'd be like, "Check it out, eh?" That shit was too funny, man. Great times. You never know who you'll meet along the way on this journey of life.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a small world too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you're just like, "Holy shit, what the fuck?"
Yeah, I trip out when I meet some of these artists because I'm always like, "Wait, you know them?" I was like, "What?" And they'll be like, "You know them?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's a small world.
Yeah, it really
the community is smarter than you really think it is, you know."
Yeah, it really is.
Or even when you don't have that conversation with them, and you just, eventually be like, "Oh, follow me," or or follow each other, and then you see that they're following someone or vice versa, and it's like, "What the heck? Like, I didn't know you knew that person," and you guys have a whole conversation about it.
That's just the
a
best.
trip.
Yeah, it is. What we got next on the list?
What's next on the list, Mr. Jesus?
So, second topic on the list we have here is, what do we do?
What do we do? You started off, bro. You start off with this one.
Well, we do a lot, I should say.
Tell them what you do.
We are, we started off as just mainly doing the music, and then we started going to the studio a lot. Shout out to A-Brook. We would go over a lot there.
And our
to
recordings.
do a lot of songs. And that started off with just doing songs to now doing shows to doing, bigger shows with, Underground Hip Hop Blog.
Yeah,
so
we've done Underground Hip Hop Blog.
There at Catch One LA. So it's just, progressively ended up being into what we have now, which is doing our own shows at Underground Live events. And now I have my own brand that's called Patient, Consistent, Persistent. Slowly, but surely getting there. I have some merch coming out. And, we have a lot of other things that are coming, like projects. We got an album that just came out.
Go ahead, show them the flyer. They probably can't see it right there.
Here it is. To Thrive and Prosper.
Out
on all streaming services. Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you like to listen to your music on, it's out there.
There you go.
So, yeah, man, if you guys want to.
Well, I mean, I'm going to give you more credit than what you're saying right now because Homeboy also engineers himself. Homeboy learned how to record himself and even mix himself. So shout out to Jesus, man, because he's the only one that took initiative to do that. I know I wanted to try to do it and make beats and all that, but I just don't got the patience to do it. I'm more of a writer. So I really like give it up to him to actually try and really do it because that takes time and patience. So
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, man. Give you your flowers, bro, because you left that out, man. You do that shit too.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, like I said, that we got going on,
Yeah, exactly,
but every
man.
day, try to do more and more. You can't. We got so much on the line, we can't stop now.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. Go ahead, Prophecy, you next.
What we do? Shit, man. I mean, what I would say is, as far as like my thought process on everything, we kind of just like, we try to do our own platform where we kind of put ourselves on. Like, it started with the music, and real quick, I looked around and I thought, like, what can I do where I'm putting myself in a position where we could succeed, so we're not waiting around. I saw a quote from Noah James that says, unless, I might be butchering it up, but it says, if you don't do it yourself, you're going to be waiting forever. And that shit's true. So that's why, right away when we started the music thing, I looked around and I was like, man, first thing we got to do is start doing our own events. And then we created Underground Live Events. First, it wasn't called Underground Live Events.
Best Records times Ill Product.
Yeah,
Records times Ill Product. And then later on, we created Underground Live Events. And then Ill Product Media. I recently changed it to Ill Product Entertainment because that's actually my brand, Ill Product. I changed it to Ill Product Entertainment because that's where pretty much, it's in different avenues as far as like podcasting is another one of them, live events. media editing, so social media editing, music video editing. But yeah, that falls under that. Ill Product Entertainment is pretty much the definition of kind of what we do, what I do. Ill Product Media, promotion, entertainment. That's kind of what it is. Podcast, whether it be like podcasting, music, editing, pretty much. I mean, Ill Product Entertainment is about do it yourself, and do it the best you can. Yeah.
There we go. I love to hear it, man. Hell yeah. See, that's what I like about Batch Records when I created it, because I found my top MCs from people I knew that were dedicated like me. And what I love about it is that not only is Batch Records the umbrella for everybody else's company, it's like, it all falls under the same umbrella. So like when you go to like Ill Product, it falls under Batch Records. When you go to Jesus's company, it falls under Batch Records. So that's what's really dope about it, and it just gets us more out there. And that's what you need. You need a strong, steady team to get you, because teamwork makes the dream work at the end of the day. And to bring up that thing that you said about Noah James, I like that quote that Noah James said, I didn't wait to get put on, I just put on. And man, that's what we did. We took initiative, and we just went to different events and just saw what they were doing, and we just were like, hey, maybe we can do this too, and we ended up doing it. And ever since then, man, it's been like a year later doing these shows, and it's just getting better and better every year, or every freaking show actually.
Yeah, every show we're learning. I mean, everything's a process, but recently, I don't even know who I heard say this, but they said starting wrong is better than not starting at all.
At all, yeah.
Meaning that, even if you just fucking take the first step, and like, that's always going to be the best thing. And that's what I always thought, like, just fucking do it today. Like this podcast, I mean, it's been on the back of my mind fucking for a very long time. And honestly, like, even around this time, we were like, fuck, let's reschedule. Even I was like, let's reschedule. But I was just like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't give a shit. On the way here, I was like, fuck, man. I fucking had a long ass day. I was like, I kind of just feel like knocking out. But I was like, fuck that. I gotta get this shit done. That's the thing that a lot of us have to do, because a lot we want to do stuff, but then we always like push it up till tomorrow, and that's the type of shit that I'm just trying to like stop as well, But yeah, that's
man,
what we do.
We just gotta sacrifice our time, strategize our time and plan out everything we gotta do, because we do have a lot of things going on. So
yeah, and life fucking takes over shit,
Yeah, man. Stop procrastinating. Just do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
Shout out LeBeau.
Definitely.
All right, what we got next on the list?
Next on the list. Let's go.
Alrighty, guys. We got the third on the list here. The third on the list is Where Are We From?
Oh. Yep. Okay, you started off because we're from the same city.
I actually happen to be the only one from not La Habra. I'm from Anaheim, only like about 15, 20 minutes away.
Not bad.
So, yeah. Anaheim, California, baby.
That's right.
And then me and Prophecy are from La Habra, California.
La Habra, California.
We've been repping it forever. It's crazy how I met Jesus, even though he's from Anaheim. Me and this guy used to work temp agencies, and we had the same job. I remember the first day I met this fool, I was like, yo, you like hip-hop? It was like, yeah, listen to hip-hop. I was like, hey, check out this song real quick I just made. Yeah. Right away, I was like, I need your feedback. Like, let me know what you think about it. I think I showed you, what was it, Fly On?
That song was so dope, too.
It was
Fly On.
Fly On, right? Yeah.
Fly On?
I showed him Fly On. That was the first song I showed him.
He was in the middle of finishing it up, and he's just like, what do you think about this? Because, like, there's something that was bugging him about it, like, in his verse. And he's just like, I don't know. What do you think about this? And like, well, I just gave him my feedback, And then from there, it just so happened that we started just kicking it at work, like at lunch and stuff like that.
Or blazing it every break.
And then we ended up blazing it after work, and then it just turned into what we have now. It's crazy. Yeah,
and that's how I ended up meeting Jesus, and putting him into the Batch Records, even though he was from Anaheim. But mostly everyone's from La Habra in the group besides Jesus. So, La Habra repping, 562.
We're all from Orange County.
So yeah, Orange County.
Orange County, yep.
714-562. But yeah, I mean, the only thing that sucks is like, we don't have, the thing I hate is, fucking La Habra doesn't have like a like a team when I go to fucking Lit. I mean, you know, I can't fucking find any teams because Anaheim, you can just put an Angels hat. You're already repping your city. But La Habra, I mean, we gotta just be like.
You could be a La Habra,
no matter what,
Highlander or Sonora Raider, fool, whatever you want. No. You gotta wear those hats.
We got the Angels baseball and the mighty Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah, Anaheim Ducks. At least you guys got a team you could rep, you know. Now I'm just in Lit, like no matter what hat I'm wearing, fucking I'm not representing fucking La Habra.
La Habra's too small, man. That's why we can't have no like sports teams. I mean, literally. It's like 15 minutes each direction to hit a freeway.
For real.
To go to Brea, to hit the 57, it's like 15 minutes. To go to to the 60, you got to go through Hacienda. That's like another 15 minutes. And just to hit the 91, you got to go through all the way to Buena Park.
Yeah, Beach Boulevard.
Beach Boulevard. That's another like 15 minutes. So 15 minutes each direction just to hit a freeway.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
But I'm not gonna lie, living fucking. Because I've fucking been living in La Habra like all my life.
Yeah. Same.
But, you know, most of my life. But it's a fucking blessing, man, because, shit, man, I don't know about other places, but, shit, there's no place like La Habra, dude. Like, just driving through that place. I mean, it's small, but, dang, it's nice as fuck. I'm not going to lie. You got the hills. Fucking, you drive around, you see the hills and shit. It's a beautiful place. Even, like, shit. There's not really even any ghetto spots, really. I mean, there used to be.
Yeah, it used to be. I mean, like, I remember growing up in La Habra, like, in, like, elementary school. La Habra was, like, a small town where everybody knew everybody, and everybody was somebody's cousin. It was crazy. Like, oh, I'm related to that guy. I was like, what the hell? You related to him?
Small population, huh?
Yeah, man. But now, like, we had a lot of people moving in, a lot of diversity. So
they're bringing, they're building the fucking new apartments there now.
Bunch of them.
Not only that, they're fucking building a La Quinta right there by fucking on Imperial, like across the street from a Walmart.
Oh, yeah?
La Quinta Hotel. So, like,
oh, yeah, I saw
it's
that.
going to be fucking like a destination now where, like, you know, like people are actually going to kick it there, which is weird.
I know,
you know?
Right? Right next to a Taco Bell. Hey, yo. Taco Bell.
Hey, shout out Taco Man. I just fucking ate that. I was actually by there today and shit.
Taco Bell. Just randomly. Shout out Taco Bell. Yo, sponsor us, Taco Bell.
Hey, after every show, we go to fucking Taco Bell Cantina. Hit up fucking Taco Bell Cantina after every show.
Yeah. Either that or Fat Sal's. Fat Sal's.
Haven't been there in a minute though. When was the last time we been at fucking Fat Sal's?
Shit, maybe like 4 shows ago.
Fuck, that's a minute. What's the next question we got?
Next on the list, son.
Alrighty, guys. Which one are we on?
We did where we're from.
So now we're on the 4th topic, and that is why do we do what we do?
Why do we do what we do?
Who wants to start this one? You want me to start?
Go for it.
The reason I do what I do in like creating batch records and being an artist is because I've always wanted to do this when I was a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I was with my dad, and my dad loved hip hop. Loved hip hop a lot, man. He put me on game to a lot of artists like back in the 90s. So it would be like Eminem, Exhibit, Dr. Dre, a lot of the West Coast type shit. And I remember when I was little, my favorite song was Bitch Please 2. Eminem, you know, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Nate Dogg. I think Exhibit's on that one too. Yeah. It's a great song, man. I remember I used to sing along with Nate Dogg, and my mom used to be like, "You really letting him sing this shit?" And I was like 4 or 5, man. After that, I was like, I really fell in love with like wordplay and the way people can just make music off of words, man. So it was just something I was passionate about, so I just I would write lyrics in my notebook. I didn't really start recording until I got in high school, and it was just something that I really just felt like I really needed to do. I just want to make music to help people going through stuff that I'm going through too, you know. So all my lyrics and all my music is stuff that I've been through or stuff I've seen or other people have told me stories about what they've been through. And that's pretty much what I do because if I don't make music, I don't know what the hell I would be doing right now, to be honest. Like, I don't know where I would be, so music really saved my life, man. So appreciate that.
Yeah,
cool, that's cool. It was why do we do what we do?
Yeah.
Why do we do what we do? Well, why do I do what I do? Shit, same thing. I mean, fucking when I was a kid, I remember watching fucking... The biggest movies was fucking Get Rich or Die Trying with fucking 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
8 Mile was one of them, and then Hustle and Flow.
Oh, Hustle and Flow.
That fucking was a big ass fucking influence on me. I remember seeing Hustle and Flow. I was like, whoa. I didn't even know what I didn't even know what a trick was when I was a fucking kid. They're like, whoop that trick, yeah.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
Yeah. I got that song, but they were like, whoop that trick.
Whoop that.
I remember my fucking sister being like, do you even know what the fuck that means? I'm like, hell no, but it's hard as fuck.
It's hard.
But yeah. But that fucking movie I remember that shit, watching that shit. And yeah, Eminem, I think everybody grew up on Eminem. He was a shit.
Yeah, Eminem was
I remember fucking listening
big
to him.
superstar.
But, I couldn't really listen to a lot of music fucking because my parents, they literally didn't let me listen to shit. They would see the fucking parental advisory and they wouldn't buy me like no music. I mean, this was like 2006, 2007-ish and shit. So, there was barely any streaming. So I didn't really listen to anything. I watched a shitload of fucking TV and I didn't even have cable, but I watched TV and fucking movies, and till this day, all that stuff is really like just entertainment in general. I think that's kind of like what I want to be involved in, and the reason I do it is because I just really can't get away from it. Like no matter what I do, like there's been like times where I've been trying to like get into other avenues in life, but it always circles back to me wanting to fucking, get into entertainment, stay in entertainment, whether it be like, in front of the camera, on stage, behind the camera, or running production. That's just something that, sometimes it fucking finds you.
There you go.
It's beautiful, man.
All right, Jesus.
Well, for me, I can say when I started off, when I was young, I said this in the Race Flaves podcast. Shout out to Race Flaves.
Yeah, shout out Race Flaves.
I was telling them how pretty much when I grew up, it wasn't hip hop. I was listening to Spanish music because my family being from Mexico, and we would make the drives out there every single year. I just remember being in my dad's van, and we would always just be playing Spanish music the whole way there and the whole way back, and it would be a 3-day drive to get over there, and then a 3-way drive to get back. So, it was nothing but that. But it was funny. The first time I ever got a hip hop CD was in Mexico. We went to like a bodega, like a swamp meet per se, and they're selling just a bunch of burnt CDs there. And that's the first time I seen Eminem, 50 Cent. Like it was just a bunch of like different hip hop MCs on there, and that's the first time I really got into hip hop, and I was just bumping it loud in my house. And then obviously my cousins came in later and like presented me into like NWA, Dr. Dre, and eventually it just grew into, more. And from there I started writing because, it interested me. So I felt like with the artists that I was listening to, they were talking about their lives or what other people were going through. So I felt like I could do that, talking about my own life. And even if it wasn't sharing it with anybody, I was still like getting that out of me, it was almost like, like meditation or some shit, like it was just so like getting that weight off my shoulders. And, even if I don't have anyone to talk to, I could always depend on writing something down and getting that off my chest. And so it was more just for me, and then later down the line, once we started doing these shows and everything, start connecting with artists, and now your music is helping others, and it's like, it's crazy, you start seeing it go in full circle, and it's like now not only is it helping you, now it's helping others, and that's the beauty of music,
Therapeutic.
And, yeah, man, that's why that's where I'm at, and like how you said, if I wasn't doing this, I don't know what I'd be doing in my life. Like,
yeah.
For sure, I can honestly say too, music has saved my life, man. And shit, I'm too deep in now to stop.
It's crazy that you bring that up about like music helping other people, because recently I did a show at Promoting Aloud. oh man, what's the name of that venue? I think it's called like D2P or something.
DBA bar.
DBA bar. There we go. My bad. Well, yeah, I did a show out there yesterday actually, and I performed my song "Problems," the song on my my second album back in the days. And I love performing this song because it really resonates with people, like people relate to it and everything. And I performed this song, and during when I was going to change my second song, because like the sound guy, my phone basically went on lock, so I had to go unlock it and play my next song for him to cue it up. And I ran out there, and the bartender came up to me, and bartender was like, "Hey, do you drink beer?" I was like, "Nah, not really." And she was like, "Oh, because someone wants to buy you a drink." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll drink a beer right now. You know, if someone's gonna buy it for me, hell yeah, I'm not gonna be rude." So he, right when I go up to do my second song, homeboy comes up to me, hands me the beer. I do my second song with the beer in my hand. After I get done, I go talk to him, and he basically told me how he just related to Problems and how it almost legit, he told me it almost made him like tear up. Because like all the stuff he was going through, he just really related to it, and he just had to hear it. So I gave homeboy, like, you know, I told him thank you, gave him a little hug, say, hey, everything's going to work out at the end. Just keep your head up, man. So that's the one reason why I do make music for people like that, because I just want them to relate to it. You know, you can save people's lives with music, man. Music's powerful.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, man, I've seen it. No, I've seen people come up to you. Fucking, I remember seeing a chick at Firewater come up to you like, hell yeah, Problems.
Yeah.
That song really does resonate with people.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody got problems.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody does got problems. Dope music video, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out.
Yep.
Prophecy shot it.
Yeah,
Ill
shot
Product.
it. Dope music video.
Bro, we went into an open house in Venice Beach.
Oh, yeah, in Venice Beach.
I went over there. I was like, hey, you think they will let us shoot there?
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know. We should go try. I walk in there, bro. And the guy's like, yeah, man, go ahead and shoot there.
I think
It's the guy's open house.
I think he let us because we actually did that shit on New Year's Eve, bro.
It was New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
It was New Year's Eve. New Year's, literally December 31st or December 30th
Sheesh.
of last year and shit. And the fool was probably just like, fuck it. Because we were there and shit.
It was dope, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck it. It was a fucking nice ass house too, bro.
Yeah, it was so nice.
Like, it was a nice ass house, dope house. We went to Venice Beach, got some shots, man. You know, Venice Beach is always a good vibe every time you go.
Yeah, man. Take advantage of the opportunities that are handed to you around you, even open houses, man. You don't got to rent, like, you know, a house, or you don't got to, like, get an Airbnb to do a music video. If there's an open house and it looks dope right next to you, just go in there and ask. You never know what you'll get. You know, the worst thing they can tell you is no.
Yup.
Exactly.
Sometimes
That's
you gotta
all it
ask.
is.
You never know if you don't ask.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. What do we
Alright.
got next?
What's next on the
So-
list?
We got our fifth topic, and that is our story of how we started. I feel like we pretty much kind of touched
Yeah,
up
we
on
kinda-
that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
probably, yeah.
So
pretty much.
we're gonna move on to this next one. The sixth one is, what is our goal for this podcast?
Ooh.
Oh, nice. All right, Prophecy, take it away.
What is our goal on this podcast? Well, I named it the Underground Hype Show because I feel like it's gonna shift a big focus on the underground. A big majority of it is entertainment. So we're talking about the underground as far as, you know, music, comedy. You know, we want to get you know, everybody. We have some other plans. I have some other plans. You know, I don't want to say it because, you know, they say, you know, as soon as you say something, you know, fucking, it kind of, this is actually the fucking president of DistroKid said this. When you say something, you kind of feel like you've already done it. So we got plans. I got plans. I'm going to do it. I don't want to say it now because, fuck, I don't want to fucking let air out of the tire, you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But to keep it broad, we want, you know, all aspects of the underground on the podcast, because doing these underground shows, there's artists that you see up on stage and you're like, this is what the underground's about. When you see somebody that's actually fully fucking talented, you could actually see the vision, like, this is an actual artist that's not getting put on. This is true talent that
being slept on.
on the underground, no exposure.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big thing about this. It's about exposure, you know, entertainment. So as far as that goes, another thing would be, you know, we want to stay on current events as well. I want this podcast to be about current events, things that are happening, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, another thing that's entertainment is people's opinions on current events. There's that. Other than that, you know, we are gonna have artists on here, do their, you know, what we do at the shows. Underground Live, Underground Hype is gonna, you know, bring artists on here to be able to kind of showcase themselves, their personality, their craft. And we're also gonna have, you know, comedians on here, same thing, and just other people that need that exposure that they're not getting. You know, there's not a lot of platforms. Like I said, first thing I did when we started all this is just look around, and what I saw was, I mean, nobody's gonna fucking just put anybody on for no reason.
Yeah.
If you give us a reason, if you're out there actually
putting in the work,
working on your craft, you know, you're nice. I mean, don't be a dick. Don't think that you're already famous. There's a lot of artists. There's a lot of people,
big egos,
that think they're already famous. I mean, we've already, you know, we've been dealing with, you know, artists, you know, for a good minute, been around artists. A lot of artists already think they're famous, you know, but just, you know, be ready to connect, network, and build, because the people that come on here are also going to help us build. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I got to say on that.
There you go. Summed it up right there.
Pretty much, yeah.
You guys don't want to input anything on that? Or what do you guys want out of it?
Well, what I want out of it is just to, like you said, to hype up the artists and let them know, you know, that this is a safe haven where they can be themselves and they get their art out there. And like having comedians too, that would be so dope. You know, I know some comedians that we can come in here and that probably just kill it, you know. Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited for the big plans and the big future we have for this podcast and what's gonna happen in the future, man. But definitely.
I'll leave room for the unknown.
Yeah, on the way over here, I mean, we've had ideas. We got some good ideas, man. On the way over here, we were throwing ideas in the air, and we're probably gonna do some of them. So, you know, stay tuned, because there's a lot of potential for this, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just gotta fucking seize the moment. We just gotta go after it, and then boom.
That's right. The possibilities are endless.
Possibilities are endless. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's next?
No limits.
No limits. Shout out No Limit, by the way.
Shout out No Limit.
Dude, it's funny, man. I've been seeing your name everywhere, man. Everywhere I drive, there's something, one business or something that just has his name on it. Like No Limit Enterprise, No Limit, you know, this, that, and I'm just like, man, can't get away from that name.
Get away from that name.
Before we really knew No Limit, I made a song called No Limit with Bravo, so that's pretty crazy. Before we really knew who No Limit was, we had that song.
That's just surrounded by us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So this next one, it is what to expect from this podcast.
What to expect? We pretty much just summed it up.
Summed it up a little bit.
We pretty much.
Yeah, kind of said what could I expect. Yeah, you know. Yeah, it was pretty summed up.
Yeah, it's pretty summed up right there.
Huh?
These are
the main.
Those were it, huh?
The main 7 questions that we got. Yeah.
Nice. Got through it. That was quicker than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And this is the end of Season 1, Episode 1 of the Underground Hype Show. Thank you for joining us. Once again, I go by the name of Danny Boy.
And I go by Prophecy.
And I go by Jesus.
Stay tuned. We got bigger and better things coming soon for this podcast. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah.
We out.
See you next time.
There you go, son.